Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. So for today, we're going to be talking about coping skills. I actually mentioned it in my first video.
Coping skills.
Yeah, that. So let's talk about what coping skills are and give you a little general idea of the different types of coping skills that there can be. Coping skills are tools for you to utilize when you're feeling angry, depressed, sad, anxious, tools that you can use to help ground you, prevent you from going further into that spiral. So there are many different types of coping skills, and one that we recently went over was mindfulness. Remember, is taking that time to be with yourself, center yourself, ground yourself, paying attention to the feelings that you may be feeling, any tightness in your body, and being able to release that, whether through meditation, breathing exercises, anything dealing with mindfulness. Okay, so we covered mindfulness. Next would be self-soothing techniques. Now, one of my favorite exercises with this is the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. How you use this technique is when you start to feel anxious, you may feel your breathing starting to increase, your chest is starting to tighten, maybe negative thoughts are coming into your head, you're not really present, and you're getting sucked into that spiral. Now, this technique is used before you go into that spiral. Even when you start to notice the anxious feelings, you can start using this technique. So what you're first gonna do is name 5 things around you that you can identify. So you may be in your room, you might be outside, just try to notice 5 things that are surrounding you. So for me, I can see a mirror, picture hanging on a wall, my bag hanging on the door, TV. It's just naming these things that you can find. That can help you start to center yourself, remind you that you're here, you're present, you're not going to the past, you're not thinking about the future, you are here, you're with your body. So now you've identified 5 things that you can see around you. Next, part 4, you're going to identify 4 things that you can touch. Now, it may not be easily accessible, but again, you can touch like your own skin, your clothes, maybe there's a blanket near you, touch that. How does that feel? A pillow, a pet even? You could even notice like how you feel sitting in the chair right now. Like how I'm feeling, it's a little bit hard, I need a more comfier chair, but you're starting to notice like, oh, right, like I'm sitting in that chair. Maybe before you were just like, I was floating in space, like not even whatever. Number 3 is identifying things around you that you can hear. So it could be you adjusting yourself in your own seat, traffic outside, wind, leaves rustling, anything that you can hear, anything that can bring you back to that present moment, to where you are right now. For me, I keep hearing a lot of construction outside, so I'm trying to tape in between that. So yeah. For 2, you're gonna find some things that you can smell. Now, this may be hard depending on where you're at. If you're able to, maybe take a walk outside. That can help you try to identify some smells, even though they may not always be great. But again, you're centering yourself, bringing yourself to the present. If you're at home, maybe try smelling some soap. If you have any smelling salts, that's always fun. Burning a candle. I love candles. Incense. Anything that you feel like you can smell. Your dog's paws. Oh my goodness. I like to smell my dog's paws. And last, number 1, one thing that you can taste. Again, this one might be a little bit harder as well. Now, you may not have food easily accessible around you, so maybe just trying like tasting your own saliva. I know that sounds weird, but stay with me. Maybe you have some leftover coffee taste or something that you ate earlier and you're still able to taste that in there. Just, again, anything to help you bring you back to that present moment. So that is the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. And remember, this is here to help you cope with the anxiety, depression, sadness, pull you out of that spiral, keep you present, and keep you grounded. The next coping skill we're going to be learning is distraction. Now, we love to distract ourselves, right? We definitely love to do that. Oh, there's stuff going on. Let me just hop on my phone. Let me play this game for a while. And that's totally fair. Definitely, distract yourselves from the pain sometimes. You gotta. But we have to remember our problems are still going to be there by the time we're finished with our distraction. So for this distraction, it's meant to be temporary, something to just keep you from, again, going into that spiral, going into a panic attack, just to help ground you once again. And this could be, again, 5 minutes 15 minutes. Again, it's not 3 to 5 hours or taking up most of the day. We have to face our problems at one point, but let's try to do it in a healthy way rather than in our emotions. So, what distractions can you engage yourself in? It can be the hobbies that you love. So, listening to music, I like to crochet, watching a movie, watching your favorite YouTubers' videos. You know what I mean? It could be anything that helps get your mind off of the problem for that moment in time. But we want to make sure that it's healthy. So if it's negative behaviors, that's not really going to help you that much. Even if you may feel like it does, in the long run, it will not. So let's focus on the healthier ones. Hobbies, things that you love to do, even if it's just like smelling a plant, smelling a flower, if it's just that simple thing that can distract you for that moment, do it. So again, because I cannot stress this enough, it is not a permanent distraction. It's just something that you can do in the moment at that time to keep you out from that spiral, that panic attack that can help distract you for that moment. Should be between like 15 to 20 minutes or so. If you need the hour, I would say max an hour. If you go longer than that, maybe try to figure out what it is that's really keeping you from doing what you need to do, facing what you need to face. Is it fear of rejection, fear of getting hurt? Maybe talk it out with someone too to figure out what is happening, so that way you can go ahead and do what you need to do. Another coping skill you can use is called opposite action. So say that when you start to feel anxious and depressed, you engage in self-harm behaviors. This can include actually self-harming yourself, purging, drugs, engaging with people that are toxic, all those kind of things. So instead of engaging in that negative behavior, you'll go into a more positive action. Again, this can include listening to music, watching your favorite TV show. Maybe it could be reaching out to a friend, maybe engaging in intense exercise for about 10 minutes, 5 minutes, any healthier or positive behavior that will keep you from going into that negative one. Next is emotional awareness. This is where you can identify what you're feeling and expressing it out in a healthy way. This can include writing about your feelings, journaling, drawing, making a list, planning things out, anything creative that you feel like could help express what you're going through right now. Also, I know some people can engage in some like boxing, any like physical exercise to let out that aggression that they may be feeling. Again, it's any healthy way for you to just express how you're feeling. Lastly, when coping skills are not enough and you need more support, please reach out to find it. This could be friends, family, a therapist, hotlines, and in more serious cases, 911. Remember that not all of these will help you, and maybe only one out of the whole list that I did will help you, and that's okay. Or you may be feeling that none of these actually apply to you and work for you, and you have some other way of coping. So please let me know. You can comment below. I'd love to know all the different kinds of coping that people do, because everyone's different. We're not all the same. In the future, I'll probably be making more videos of coping skills specifically directed towards depression, anxiety, addiction, anger, all of that. But this is a good stepping off point for us to just understand what coping skills are and just have a general idea of the different kinds that there are. So remember that not all of these may help you. Out of all the ones I just said, maybe one is really helpful for you, and that's okay. Take what works for you. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this too. Share it to people who need to learn about coping skills, because we could all use some more coping skills in our life. Remember, we're all trying to get through everything together, so let's pull each other up, not down, get ourselves out of that spiral, be present, stay grounded. All right, everyone stay safe and stay healthy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!